The search for hidden planets within our solar system spans a long history. By the year 1900, 7 additional planets had been identified from Earth, bringing the total count to 8. However, in 1902, American astronomer Percival Lowell proposed the existence of a 9th planet. During this period, he was examining Mars and trying to substantiate the presence of intelligent life there, as many astronomers of that era believed Martians might inhabit the red planet. Thus, Percival acquainted himself with the solar system and the known planets of that time. It was this research that led him to hypothesize the presence of a 9th planet. He noticed peculiarities in the relationship between the orbits of the other planets, meteor showers, and comets. Specifically, something seemed to be influencing the orbits of Uranus and Neptune. In 1905, he initiated his quest for this planet, but would never find it. Lau passed away in 1916, but another American astronomer would eventually discover this enigmatic 9th planet. On February 18, 1930, another American astronomer named Claude Tombaugh identified this celestial object, which was subsequently named Pluto. Indeed, Pluto was initially known as Planet X, so why share this story? Because it appears that history is repeating itself, with astronomers observing unusual phenomena in the solar system. However, locating planets on the fringes of the solar system is not as straightforward as one might think, even with today's technology. In fact, there could be more than one planet out there awaiting discovery. This brings us to the current situation. Some astronomers believe we have yet to discover another 9th planet, but this wouldn't be another dwarf planet like Pluto. It is likely much larger. The reason astronomers suspect the presence of undiscovered planets is due to a phenomenon known as the Kozai mechanism. The Kozai mechanism is a dynamic effect in celestial mechanics that describes the evolution of the orbits of 2 celestial bodies, typically within a hierarchical triple system where one body is orbited by a second body and both are orbited by a third body. This effect was first described by Japanese astronomer Yoshihide Kozai in 1962. In a hierarchical triple system, the Kozai mechanism causes the inclination and eccentricity of the inner body's orbit to oscillate periodically. Specifically, as the inner body's eccentricity increases, its inclination decreases, and vice versa. This periodic exchange between eccentricity and inclination results from the conservation of angular momentum and total system energy. The Kozai mechanism is particularly relevant in studying trans-Neptunian objects, TNOs, which are minor or dwarf planets in the outer regions of the solar system beyond Neptune. TNOs often exist in hierarchical triple systems with a distant massive object such as Neptune or another large planet, which can induce the Kozai effect on their orbits. In the case of TNOs, the Kozai mechanism can significantly impact their orbital dynamics. For instance, the Kozai effect can cause TNOs' orbits to become highly inclined and eccentric over long periods. This can lead to orbital instabilities, close encounters with other planets or the Sun, and even ejections from the solar system. Studying the Kozai mechanism in TNOs is crucial for understanding the formation and evolution of the solar system and predicting the long-term orbital behavior of these distant objects. By examining the Kozai mechanism's effects, astronomers can gain insights into the dynamical processes that have shaped the outer solar system's architecture and the orbital characteristics of TNOs. In 2010, 2 astronomers from the California Institute of Technology provided potential evidence of Planet X using the Kozai mechanism. They found discrepancies in the orbital behaviors of dwarf planets and trans-Neptunian objects. Examples of TNOs include Pluto, Charon, Eris, and Sedna. An interesting aspect of TNOs is that some were found to be orbiting in clusters, which is highly unusual unless influenced by a larger object. The region these TNOs inhabit is called the Kuiper Belt, whose origin remains a significant mystery to astronomers. This part of the solar system is incredibly dark and reflects very little sunlight. Based on models, astronomers estimate that Planet X is at least 20 times farther from the Sun than Neptune. The average distance of Neptune from the Sun is approximately 2.8 billion miles. This distance is so vast that it is challenging to comprehend. Neptune takes about 165 Earth years to complete one orbit around the Sun. If Planet X exists at such a distance, astronomers believe it would take between 10,000 and 20,000 years to complete one orbit around the Sun. Considering all these factors, it's clear why locating it is so difficult. In 2014, scientists calculated that if Planet X exists, it must be between 2 and 15 times more massive than Earth and located in an orbit between 250 and 1,500 astronomical units from the Sun. One astronomical unit, defined as the distance between the Earth and the Sun, is 93 million miles. In other words, it is incredibly far from us. That is, if it exists. So where are we now in our search? There might be one last place where this elusive phantom planet could be hiding. Astronomers using the Pan-STARRS, Panoramic Survey Telescope and Rapid Response System, are systematically covering all the regions of the sky where the planet is predicted to be. So far, a team has stated that they have eliminated 80% of the possible locations calculated from previous studies. However, there is another telescope that scientists claim will find Planet X almost immediately if it exists. The Vera C. Rubin Observatory, or the Large Synoptic Survey Telescope, is currently under construction and is scheduled to come online in January 2025. According to Man Ho Chan, an astronomer from the Education University of Hong Kong, there could be as many as 20 moons surrounding Planet X, each about 62 miles in diameter. Chan suggests that these moons would be heated by tidal forces from Planet X, raising their temperatures to around minus 280 degrees Fahrenheit. While this may not sound warm, the average temperature in the Kuiper Belt is a frigid minus 370 degrees Fahrenheit. An example of a hot moon is the volcanically active Io, which orbits Jupiter. The extremely hot molten core of Io results from intense tidal heating caused by its gravitational interactions with Jupiter. Therefore, if Planet X has moons and they are heated similarly, they might emit faint radio signals detectable by the new Rubin telescope when it becomes operational. That said, the hunt for Planet X continues. Remember when we mentioned the possibility of 2 planets out there? Astronomers have been exploring the cold and mysterious Oort cloud at the edge of our solar system, suggesting that this vast collection of icy objects stretching from a few hundred billion to billion miles from the Sun could be hiding an alien exoplanet. How did they come up with this idea? An international team of researchers simulated the unstable mechanics of the early solar system and found the possibility that one or more planet-sized bodies came to rest in the Oort cloud. And this is how it could have happened. Around 4.5 billion years ago, when the solar system was forming, it was a chaotic place. Rapidly cooling protoplanetary dust clouds sent debris in all directions, from large pieces of rock to planet-sized chunks of debris that could have been thrown far enough to escape the sun's gravity. Interestingly, astronomers have observed rogue planets wandering around in other distant solar systems. Although they admit there is a slim chance that one of these rogue planets formed in our early solar system, it is still possible that 1 or 2 planets formed and are floating in the cold, icy darkness of the Oort cloud. However, they also believe it is more likely that a Neptune-like planet from another solar system was captured by the sun's gravity and came to rest in the Oort cloud. They estimate this chance at around 7%, and if this is the case, then another Planet X might be out there, although it would still be too far away to influence Neptune's orbit and remain difficult to detect. Perhaps Planet X, or this other theoretical alien planet, does not exist at all. It could be something entirely different. Some physicists even suggest that Planet X might not be a planet but a primordial black hole. The late physicist Stephen Hawking believed that these types of black holes were remnants of the Big Bang and could range in size from an atom to 100,000 times larger than the Sun. These physicists think this black hole is the size of a bowling ball, and could explain the gravitational and orbital anomalies, as well as why telescopes have never detected anything. For now, we only have computer models and theories with no physical evidence yet. However, remember that it took a long time to find the dwarf planet Pluto, and no one thought it existed either. So stay tuned here, and if we do discover Planet X, we'll let you know. That's all the time we have for now. If you enjoyed the video, please let us know by giving it a like. We appreciate all our viewers. Thanks for watching.